Super bald, super white dude? I'm one neck tattoo away from a hate crime right now. I think now's a good time to tell you all that I teach high school. That's my day job in Seattle. Don't worry about it. Your kids are fine. Teach high school right out of college at 22 years old, right out of a conservative Christian college. They're like, we're going to have you teach sex ed. Because apparently their philosophy was, those who can't. Are you going to have the lunch lady teach health class too? What's going on here? I teach world history now. I teach world history, which is fun. I like to teach world history. It allows me to teach the kids about things they've never thought of before. Maybe you've never thought of this. They didn't call it World War I at the time. That would have been super pessimistic. Well, there's going to be a bunch of these things, so we'll just call this one and we'll see what happens, right? What'd they call it at the time? Anybody know? The Great War, that's right. And H.G. Wells, he referred to it as the war to end all wars, which didn't work out very well, right? Calling it World War I at the time would be like if I would have walked up to you and been like, here, I'd like to introduce you to wife number 1. Gonna be a bunch of these things, so I'm not an idiot, I just introduced her as the great wife to be safe, right? And now the wife to end all wives, because I'm not doing it again. Teaching history also allows me to teach about race issues, which I think is very important in our country right now. I also recognize not really the right guy to do it, right? Like, super bald, super white dude? I'm one neck tattoo away from a hate crime right now. Me and this guy teaching your history class? No way. It's always the wrong people that get on their high horse about race, though. It's always like suburban white soccer moms or like, I just don't see color. Oh, that's because you live in Utah. No, I don't see color. I don't even see it. Yes, you do, and it's fine to notice color. Just don't judge people based on what you see, that's all. No. I'm colorblind. No, you're not. Plus, that's not gonna work, because you know what you still see when you're colorblind? Black and white, right? Being colorblind just makes Asians gray, but you can still tell. Got a new outfit for the show, huh? Yes, bringing it back tomorrow. I can't afford it. Got my hair cut. Man barber down the road. I got the beard trimmed. I don't know a lot about Utah, but I know you all have the best beards, so I waited to get here to get my beard trimmed. That guy right there's got a good beard. I like that. That lady back there, pretty cute. Love it. Looking good. So good. Did this because I'm losing this, right? You know, but I still think I look my age, you know what I mean? I just turned 30 in June. Yeah? 2010. I don't want to be super young again. I don't want to be in my 20s again. Do we have people in their 20s in the crowd? Yeah. Shut up. And because when you get 37, you don't do that anymore. You don't woo, right? Like people in their 30s in the crowd? See what I mean? Oh. They want to be in their 20s again. That's what's happening over there, I think. Nobody cares when you're 37. I don't want to be young again. I just want people to care about my birthday again. It's been a while, right? I got 2 birthday cards this year, and one was from State Farm Insurance, so I don't think that counts, right? Happy birthday, Corky. Well, it's Cory. Have you considered life insurance? Well, not until now. They always had that sad deflated balloon inside. This is how you should feel about your life. All right, State Farm. I don't know. One lady I work with, super excited about my birthday, but she gets super excited about everybody's birthday, so it doesn't feel special. I don't know if you've met somebody like this that's like, oh my, it's your birthday? I didn't know today is your birthday. Why didn't you tell me it was your birthday, Cory? Well, because I don't like to speak to you, Kathy. You knit mints and eat baby carrots at staff meetings. I don't think we're gonna be friends, right? She goes, well, you should have told me because my birthday's in June too. What are the odds? 1 in 12, I think, right? It's better than the odds of us talking again, that's for sure. I don't like you. Turned 37 in June, and my parents had their 37th wedding anniversary 6 months earlier, in January. And I just figured that out this year. I was like, whoa. Wait a second. Because I wasn't premature, right? Apparently, my dad was. And, he pulled the trigger early, and then they had to have a shotgun wedding, is what happened. I should have told you guys this to have a little bit of a confession, and it's kind of creepy, I gotta be honest. It's pretty creepy. The other night, I went online and bought my fiance, and that's it. She'll be here in a couple days from the Ukraine, and I Amazon Primed her free shipping, so I think Anastasia and I are gonna have a good life. Hopefully. That's not true. I'm single. I'm single because I married my high school sweetheart and she didn't, so. No, it's fine. I still use her mom's grocery store club card to get discounted gas, so I think I win, right? Would you like 40 cents off today, Mrs. Davis? Yeah, I would actually. She owes me some money. We're still really good friends, just not on Facebook, because she immediately unfriended me, right? Right? She wanted me to not see what she was up to or whatever. Well, you gotta block me, sister. I can still stalk you. You know what I mean? I did. I immediately went to see what was up with the page, and she had changed her profile picture to the prettiest picture of her ever. It was just like all Instagram filtered. I was like, really? Valencia? You look orange, all right? Plus, two can play at that game, right? So I changed my profile picture to the most hideous picture of her ever. I think I'm in the lead, right? Is that how you compete? I don't know how to get divorced. We tried really hard. She was really cool about the comedy. I was sweet to her. Here's the thing I would do on Valentine's Day every year. I'd go to the grocery store and I'd buy those Valentine's Day cards with like the cartoons on them, like Powderpuff Girls and stuff like that. Like 50 to a pack. And I'd write a note on every single one, and then I'd hide them all around the house for her to find for months and months and months. Which is cute, right? Some of you can use that with, well, the next girl, not this one. That was the dumb comedian's idea. You don't get credit for that. That's kind of a sweet thing to do, right? Also super fun to know that now her new boyfriend is finding those all around her house. Cory wants to kiss you again. And I know they're gonna run out, but I still have a key to the place. I'm gonna go hide more. I don't care. Why not, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. Being single's weird. I don't know how to do it. I like it sometimes, because now that I'm single, I get to try out a lot of new things, like dudes, right, buddy? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I'm very naive. I was, married my high school sweetheart, went to conservative Christian college, and We waited till our wedding night to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. All my friends are like, dating's changed a lot since you... Oh, you mean since I was a freshman in high school? Yeah, it's changed quite a bit. It's very different. You mean since I was a freshman and went to the Sadie Hawkins dance one time? Yeah, pretty different. Because that's the girl-asked-guy dance, right? I got asked once and I thought I was the man. I was like, yeah. And then she asked me to go Dutch, and I was like, oh, I don't know what that means. Sure, I'll wear wooden shoes and fart in your face. I don't know. You want to go to a windmill? I don't know what this... A lot of anxiety about dating. I don't know how to do it. I have a lot of anxiety about it. I'm naive. I'm dumb. I don't know how to date. I went out to the dating world, and I was like bald and skinny, and I just was like, I don't know. And skinny's not a good... Like, I was skinnier when we got a divorce, a lot skinnier. That's not a good word for guys in their 30s, right? We don't want to be called skinny. But there's no good alternatives, like scrawny or slender. Those aren't better, right? My ex, she thought she'd figured it out. She goes, oh, you're not skinny, you're just small-boned. Let's stick with skinny. I don't want you going around telling everybody that I'm small-boned. I'm about to be single. I don't want that reputation, you know? Like, one guy's cool with it, all right? Do we have married people here? Where are the married folks at? Married people? Oh, and you're excited about it. That's great. Usually people aren't excited about it. That's cool. Right on. Y'all are married? Cool. To each other? Good, yeah. Good. How long? 35 years. Give them a round of applause for 35 years of wedded bliss. What's the secret? Silence, apparently. We stopped talking 20 years ago, and seems to be working out well, you know. Best answer I ever got to what's the secret was from a couple that had been married for 40 years. A long time. A little bit longer than you. 40 years. The dude looked me dead in the eye and goes, neither one of us wanted custody of the kids. That's a good secret that you should probably spread around to some other people in America, I think. Oh, man. That's good. That's a setting. It's good. The single people, there's single people here. We're the single people here. Cool. Just gauging my chances. None. I've tried all the apps, tried them all. Tried all the apps. Tinder, Bumble, Airbnb. Just trying to get something to work, you know what I mean? Had to delete Tinder from my phone. I didn't like it. I didn't want to use it anymore. Swiping all day and just getting addicted to it. I did not like it. I had to delete it from my phone. So now I just do it in real life. Just go up to girls like, nope. Just tap them twice. Like, show me more outfits. What do you have in a romper? That's my favorite. Can we do a romper? I'm naive. I don't understand the dating. Dating the younger girls can be super awkward. I don't understand some of the things that they say on dates. Went on a date recently, and 10 minutes in, a girl goes, oh no, I forgot to take a picture of your license plate and text it to my parents. I'm sorry, what? What? She goes, oh yeah, you know, just in case I go missing. We met through friends, not on Craigslist, right? Like, I work with your mom, Kathy. Like, I don't understand why. Why are you so nervous? She goes, I probably shouldn't have told you this. I was like, no, you gotta tell the guy you're gonna do that, right? Because if you don't tell the guy, you're still going missing. Take a picture now, text your parents. I don't care. And she goes, are you sure? Isn't this kind of weirding you out? And I was like, nah, this isn't my car. You thought I was gonna kidnap you in my car? Oh, no. I'm not an idiot. You're a keeper. Get in the trunk. Watch out for the guys clapping. It's not. That's my move tonight. All right. That's creepy. But all dating is a bit creepy. I mean, because guys are creeps. And most, not all, probably some of the guys in this room are great guys. But a lot of guys are creepy. And ladies, you don't have a great radar for detecting who is and isn't creepy. You know what I mean? Because you base it on one thing and one thing alone, whether or not you find him attractive. That's kind of it, right? She's nodding, she knows, yeah. Right? Because if you think he's attractive, you're like, oh my gosh, he's super sweet. But if you don't, you're like, oh, he's a creep. He's the creepiest ever. Like, if you find him attractive, the story goes like, oh my gosh, you guys, he came to my work unannounced. And left a bouquet of flowers on my car with a note that's like, I can't wait to see you. But if you don't find that guy attractive, he found my work. Knows which car is mine. And he left a note that's like, I'm watching you through the window right now. What? I don't buy any of that. I love my students an appropriate amount. It's important. So. You ever met that teacher that's like, I love kids? All right, back off. Love my students. They have some weird names, which can be kind of awkward. Some weird names. Parents are giving out some weird names, which is fine. I think that's great. Give your kid a weird name. You just can't get mad at me if I can't pronounce or spell your weird name. That's all I think, right? A girl got mad at me recently because I misspelled her name on the board for everyone to see, which can be embarrassing. I understand that. But her name was Rose. I was like, oh, I don't think you can misspell that word, right? She goes, yeah, it's R-O-Z-E. Well, I'm pretty sure your parents were wrong, right? Looks like when they had you, they made 2 mistakes. Oh, you guys don't do standing ovations for jokes? Okay. Fine. Another kid, his name was spelled G-A-G-N-O-N, like gagging on. Like, you all right, man? What are you gagging on? Everything good? This is kind of a weird name, whatever. I call him that all year long until the end of the year. I heard his girlfriend. She goes, hey, Ganyan, come here. Because it was French. I was like, dude. I've been calling you Gaganon for 9 months. You didn't say anything. He goes, I just kind of thought you were being a jerk. Well, I just thought your parents were weird. I don't know. Nobody cares about spelling anymore, right? Because we got spell check and we got autocorrect, and that takes care of most things, but not everything. Like, if you're like me and you get that red squiggly line under a word, and then it gives you 10 options to choose from, you're like, it's harder now. I didn't know the first time. I'm not gonna know when you give me 10 multiple choice options to choose from, right? Just throw something in, Bill Gates. I don't know, you know? Like, I just got essays back from my students about their future plans, what they want to do after high school, and a bunch of them were like, I'm defiantly going to college. You're gonna angrily do arts and crafts for your Joanne Fabrics future. That's the big papier-mâché plan, Brad. I can tell there are people in the room right now that are like, I don't get it. I have no idea what he's talking about. No, you're not definitely going to college, right? Like maybe community college, but not like, or like Utah State or something, but not a real... Oh, don't get upset with me. I just Googled worst college in Utah. It's not, not my fault. Did I pick the right one? I don't even know. I don't know. Teaching's great. Gotta learn CPR for my job every year. I have to take a CPR class every summer, which I thought was excessive. I complained just a little bit. I was like, okay, are there really big medical advancements in CPR every year? And it turns out there are important changes that happen all the time. I don't know if you guys know that. Important changes that happen all the time. Like, did you know this? No more mouth stuff. Did you guys know that? No more mouth stuff, which is like, what's in it for me now? Why am I even... Only chest compressions, because you got to get blood to the brain. Within 3 minutes, the person will die. Then I complained about that, because I was like, oh, I will mess that up. I'm an idiot. I'm going to mess that up, for sure. And the guy goes, no, you won't, because I have a trick. You do the chest compressions, the beat of the song... Staying alive. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, you just go, staying alive, staying alive. I was like, that's a pretty good idea. What he didn't tell us, and I think this is super important, is to not sing it out loud while you're doing it. Because you look like a real jerk at minute 4. You're still bobbing your head singing Staying Alive to a dead dude. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a bad move. And I told him that. He goes, it also works to Another One Bites the Dust. Don't put that in my head. Are you kidding me? I'm an idiot. Another one bites the dust. I lied a little bit. I fibbed just a little bit. Just a little bit. I quit teaching full-time to do stand-up comedy full-time, and thank you for your support. And you guys are like, seems like a bad move, buddy. But I still substitute teach. I taught for 12 years full-time, and now I substitute teach, which is way better and way easier, because I'm not trying to make a difference anymore. I'm just trying to get through the day and catch up on Gilmore Girls on Netflix. Like, that's a good day. Make sure no kids eat peanuts. Like, that's a good day as a sub, right? I chose Gilmore Girls, 1, because it's true, and 2, because I looked it up. Utah, only state in America where that's the most watched Netflix show. Which I think it was very sweet and funny, because every other state is like scandalous stuff, like Making a Murderer, or like House of Cards, or like actual scandal. But I just like that Utah was like, nope, the most scandalous we get is a single mother from Connecticut. That's the best we can do. I like sub only high school. I will only sub the high school level. I do not want to be around the middle schoolers with their fidget spinners and weird facial hair. Get out of here. Ugh. Anyway. No elementary school kids, not interested in that. They're very sweet and cute and fun, but they're there all day, and no thank you. Like, I knew that, but I didn't know it, you know. I did 5 straight days at an elementary school at the beginning of the school year. And I just didn't realize that I should have, on the first day, gone to the bathroom before the school day started. I did not prepare or plan for that. So 4 hours in, I'm looking through cupboards for Gatorade bottles. Like, I gotta go, I can't leave them here. That's not gonna work out either. I don't think that's gonna be good, right? Like, also, that method doesn't even work. I tried it while I was doing comedy on the road last summer. I tried the Gatorade bottle method, and that's when I learned that I pee 17 ounces. You never measure it until you have to measure it, and I'm real glad I had leather seats, because the elementary school kids are nosy too, super nosy, so nosy. They'll say anything, no filter. On the 5th day, a kid came up to me and he goes, I Googled you last night. I was like, no. Go home and Google how to clear your search history and then throw your phone in a river. You know what I mean? What did you learn? He goes, oh, that you're a comedian? And I go, that's true. And he goes, how's that going for you? Well, I'm here every day this week, so not super great. You know what I mean? Same kid stared at me for 10 more minutes, and I finally called on him again, and I go, now what, buddy? What do you want now? And he goes, I have a question. I was wondering, what gender do you identify with? I was like, male. Do you ask everybody that? And he goes, nope, just you. And then he walked away. Out of my life forever and ever. I was like, no. I have follow-up questions. Which way did you think I was transitioning is my first. Right? Were you just staring at me all week like, that's definitely a chick trying to be a dude? I'm asking him. I think it's great that he knows that's a thing. I just am pretty uncomfortable that it was looking at me that made him realize it. You know? Yeah. Who do I call when the kids bully me? That's what I want to go. Anybody been pulled over recently and deserved it? Anybody do that? Nobody admits to it, see? I deserved it. It was my fault. I admit that it was my fault. I was driving by myself in the carpool lane, which is terrible. I was late to a gig, and I took a shot. Got pulled over, got caught, right? And my first instinct is to maybe make up a lie or just joke around with the police officer, see if I can get out of it, you know? But I couldn't come up with a lie for driving by myself in the carpool lane. So I just panicked, and I was like, oh no, I left my baby at Burger King again? And I don't know why I said again. Like I do this all the time. Don't worry, officer, I know the drill. He laughed. He thought it was funny, but then he wrote me a ticket because that doesn't work, right? And I don't know what was gonna happen. Like, what was my end game on this? Like, my mind immediately goes to like worst case scenario, right? Like, I'm getting a police escort back to Burger King, and the whole way I'm just praying there's an abandoned baby there that I can borrow for a few or whatever. Then I'm texting my friends like, drop your kid off at Burger King, quick. My uncle texts back immediately, yeah, I'll do it. Father of the year. But he only has a 17-year-old daughter, so that's not what I meant, you know what I mean? Me and the cop get out of the car, and she just goes, hey, daddy. This is gonna be way worse than a minor traffic infraction, I think. Take me home, daddy. Okay, shut your mouth, Rose. That didn't happen. That part. We have a teacher talent show every year at my school, and it sucks. It's really bad, right? Because I teach in a public school. We're not even good at teaching, you know what I mean? We don't have other talents that we reveal at the end of the year. Like, here's what we could have been making money doing, right? Like, do we have any public school teachers or teachers in the audience? Any audience teachers? Oh, you look familiar. Who's this? Do I know you? Oh, you're one of my former students. Oh. I'm so glad this is a clean show. And now you're teaching? Oh, that's amazing. Give a round of applause. That's amazing. I did make a difference. Cool. Well, how about that? I don't know if you have a teacher talent show at your school, but it's really bad at my school. It's just a bunch of middle-aged women trying to twerk to Nicki Minaj songs, and it's awkward. Imagine your mom trying to twerk to a Nicki Minaj song. Okay, stop imagining that. They always want me to do comedy, and I'm like, no, I'm not getting fired for this. No way, right? But I can dance a little bit. I'm a pretty good dancer, but for like a suburban white dude that teaches, like that's my level of ability in dance. Not great, I'm just okay. But every year I impersonate a celebrity, and 8 years ago I impersonated Michael Jackson, and it was super fun. The kids loved it. I had the glove, I had the hat, I had the jacket, I had the whole thing going. It was really fun. Then I put it on YouTube for the kids that couldn't see it, and the internet hated it. They were very angry. After 2 days, I got an email that said, you have 50,000 new views and 8,000 dislikes on your new video. And I was like, oh, what happened? Well, what happened was he passed away, is what happened. Oh, did you just find that out? I'm so sorry. I should have said spoiler alert. I always forget to tell people in advance. It's terrible, right? And obviously I didn't know it was going to happen. And there's all these fans of his, right? He's their hero. And they're crying on their keyboard, trying to find something that their hero did. And they got this guy wearing socks so I could kind of do the moonwalk, right? They were angry and they let me know about it. They just laid into me, just nasty comment, nasty comment, nasty comment, nasty comment. Then there was one in Spanish, and I Google translated, and it said, "You move your leg weird like a turtle." And I was like, "Oh, I'll take it." I mean, that's very sweet compared to the rest of this, you know what I mean? I finally took it down. I had to take it down. I couldn't keep it up because the last one said, "You probably creep on your students." Oh, hate to break it to you, fella, but that would make me the best Michael Jackson impersonator ever. I can dance and you don't want me around your kids? Oh, I'm the best Michael Jackson impersonator there's ever been. And I'm getting whiter with age? Oh, the best Michael Jackson impersonator there's ever been. You guys are such a great audience. You've been so much fun, so amazing. Not all audiences are great. A lot of audiences yell out. They're texting the whole time. They're drunk. But I taught high school. I'm used to all that. You know what I don't care about that. Not all audiences are great. I had to punch a heckler in the face recently. And she deserved it. I mean, I feel like some of you are laughing for the wrong reason on that. You're like, "Get her!" No, that was a joke. That was absurd. All mean hecklers are adult men. All mean hecklers. And they're mean to the staff. That happens a lot, too. Mean to the staff, which I can't handle that. I don't like that at all. They kicked this heckler out recently because he was being loud. They kicked him out. And he walked right by me, and he knocked over tables and chairs as he walked by. And I was like, that's terrible. So I picked him up, and I followed out, and then I went to video it because, I mean, it could go viral. You know what I mean? I figured I got to get out there. I'm not a fighter. I wasn't going to be involved. And then I heard what he did. He called his server a nasty, nasty word. Probably the worst, well, not the worst word you could think of, but the worst word that degenerates could think of. And that's what and I was like, I can't. When I heard that, it flipped a switch. You know what I mean? It flipped a switch. And he goes, "Listen, I want to fight one of them." And I go, "No, they work here and they can't. But I won't hesitate to knock you out." And then I pooped my pants a little bit. Because I've never been in a fight, ever. I mean, I've been beat up a bunch, but I was never in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he heard that and got excited and came running at me, and he swung and he missed. And then he just kind of found my fist with his face. You know what I mean? Just found my fist with his face, and then took a nap on the sidewalk. He fell like Glass Joe from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Do you remember? They're like, "Woo, woo, woo," and then he fell. I was apologizing as he was falling. I was like, "Oh, no, I've never done this before. I'm so sorry." His girlfriend came running over, and she's like, "For crying out loud, Ethan," and threw her over, like it happens every night. She's like, "Let's go and get out of here." It was so awkward. All my friends were like, "Does your hand hurt?" He fell asleep right away, and I was like, "No, it doesn't hurt." And they're like, "Wow, you must know where to hit a guy." And I was like, "Yeah." That's it. "No, I don't. I still don't, because my eyes were closed the whole time." I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I was freaking out. It gave me anxiety. But when the police didn't show up, and when that girl that picked him up and threw him over her shoulder didn't show back up to pummel me, I was excited. Drinks for everybody, the whole staff. I was having a great time, and then I remembered the owners of the club weren't at the club that night, and now I'm gonna lose this club, the other club they own, all the work they booked me for around the country, and I'm freaking out. And then I get a notification that buzzes on my phone, and then I have way more anxiety. I pick it up, I look at it, and it's a Facebook wall post from the owner of the club, which means she wanted it to be public, right? She wanted everybody to see what she had to say to me. And this is all she wrote. "I'm very disappointed I wasn't at the show tonight." Freaking out, that's all she wrote. That's it. And it had like 3 likes from other comments, and I was like, "Hey, that's not nice." You know what I mean? Super upset, put it back in my pocket, and then I was gonna leave. And got another quick buzz in my pocket, picked it up, and she had commented on her original post. "Pretty disappointed I wasn't at the show tonight. Heard it was a real knockout performance." And I was like, This is amazing. And then I was the first of 89 comedians to like it. You know what I mean? Like, that was great. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for having me. Provo's great. Thank you. Thank you guys so much.